Today we will be discussing the Katyn Massacre. Exhumed bodies will be pictured, so if this triggers you, please scroll. In 1939, on August 23rd, just days before World War II, the USSR and Nazi Germany signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. This was a secret document stating that the USSR would not attack Germany and Germany would not attack the USSR. It also detailed plans dividing the countries between them, particularly Poland. It was agreed that Germany would acquire West Poland and the USSR would acquire East Poland. On September 17, 1939, the Red Army of the USSR invaded Poland's eastern border. By the end of September, the USSR had captured 250,000 Polish soldiers. This number was so great that they had to quote-unquote liquidate some of these people. So, officers and privates of Ukrainian and Belarusian descent were released. Those who remained were sent to 10 prisoner of war camps. With the camps still overcrowded, more releases were made until 26,000 prisoners were left. One of the main camps in Kozelk housed 4,594 people. 70% of the population were Polish intellectuals, such as Joseph Marcinkiewicz, a genius mathematician, along with other professors, lawyers, and engineers, as well as officers and high-ranking soldiers. Poor hygiene and insufficient rations led to diseases and death. Prisoners were only allowed 800 grams of bread, 30 grams of sugar, a portion of groats for breakfast, and soup for dinner every single day. Eventually, on March 5, 1940, the Political Bureau of the USSR Communist Party Central Committee decided that the POWs in Kozelk, along with 2 other camps, were to be executed. Lavrenti Beria of the People's Commissioner justified the decision, stating that, quote, "They are all declared enemies of the Soviet authorities, not showing any prospect for improvement." The decision was signed by 4 individuals, including Joseph Stalin. Quote-unquote death lists detailing the names of those to execute were sent to the camps. The camp of Ostashkov was the first to receive a death list on April 1, 1940. The list had 343 names. The NKVD, the secret Soviet police, were assigned with this task. Fire squad was the most common form of execution, as seen here in the head damage of this individual. Those executed were interred in mass graves outside of the camps, such as in the Katyn Forest and the Medno Forest. For years, these activities were kept secret until April 13, 1943, when Nazi soldiers discovered the mass graves. Most of the bodies exhumed were identifiable, confirming that the Soviets were indeed the culprit. When confronted, Stalin denied, saying that the Nazis were responsible for the slaughter. Approximately 22,000 people were lost in what is known as the Katyn Massacre. 40 years later, the Soviet Union under Mikhail Gorbachev accepted responsibility for the massacre. Many memorials are still held to this day, honoring the lives that were tragically lost.